Hey guys, what I want to share with you today is about how to commute within the city of Guangzhou. As you can see, I'm walking on the street now, just by the roadside, and the street and the pedestrian walkway is pretty clean. Okay, here is a path for bicycle, which is quite nicely thought of as well, and we got a trash bin here. So it's classified into recyclable and non-recyclable trash, which is pretty environmental friendly. Okay, let's move forward and see what do we have. I'm heading actually towards a bus stop so that I can show you and share with you how taking a bus is like in Guangzhou. Okay, this is a typical bus stop. It's got some commercial billboard. So this is a station, formerly the pier station. This is the directory, bus 44 for example. Next stop, they're all in Chinese unfortunately. So next stop something, and final, the terminal station. So it's showing the name of a terminal station, so you got to check the direction. For example, this is the bus stop, this is the current bus stop, so you got to match the terminal station, okay, which is on this direction. So you got to make sure that is the direction, that's the right direction, and in that direction these are all the stops that the bus will pass by. And if you want to go to all the previous bus stop, you got to go to the other side of the road, the opposite bus stop. Otherwise you are going the other way around. That will be a problem if you have made that kind of a mistake. So there's a bus coming, so we got folks boarding the bus. You can actually pay your journey, pay your trip in different ways. For example, usually a card or your mobile phone, just download the apps with the QR code, you scan it, and there you go. Okay, quite a convenient one. And on the side of the bus there's this routing information being shown here as well. So here I'm using my mobile phone apps to board the bus. So what you heard was announcement in the Mandarin, Cantonese and English as well. And here again inside the bus you have got the display for the journey, for the routing, which is quite friendly. The bus is quite clean, and I was asked to, they scan my body temperature. The bus driver scanned my body temperature before he let me in. So it's pretty safe, and hygiene is being taken care of as well. The bus is certainly air conditioned, so it's still comfortable during winter and summer. I think it's not heated because the winter in Guangzhou is not that cold, but it's certainly air conditioned to cool down temperature during summer. Okay, here I got off the bus, and immediately I can see all the bike sharing, the shared bike by the roadside. It's very simple. Download the apps, scan the QR code, the lock opens, and you take your ride. Over there you can see a newspaper kiosk selling newspapers, magazine. This is a pretty old one actually, and of course drinks and snacks and stuff like that. There's a photocopying service as well. This is what it says on the board. Okay, over here there is a subway station. Let's experience that as well. So this is a typical subway station side in Guangzhou, and over there's a signboard here. There is a station name, so it shows the operating hours, all the The first train and last train timings are indicated here quite clearly. Okay, let's get out to the station. I better stop filming on the escalator. Okay, so this guy's not so safe in what he did. So the station is quite because it's relatively bright and clean. It's a long corridor because I was coming in from the other side of the road. So there is a temperature check as well, temperature scan. And a brief security check. So inside the station, you have got all the things that you need for a subway, for the subway facilities, vending machines selling drinks, but no eating or drinking in the coach, and a ticketing machine. And like the bus, you can check in, you can pay and check in through a normal ticket or stored value card, and more commonly I think today is through your mobile phone apps, your NFC, or just download the apps like what I did for the bus and scan the QR, and there you go. So this lady, for example, is using a stored value card, and this guy is going to use a mobile phone app like what I am using now. So this is the app. A QR code is displayed on the phone. Just scan it on the detector, and there you go. So going down to the platform is not so crowded, but crowded. Typical. I mean, it's pretty common for subway, isn't it? So here, display are in both Chinese and English for foreigners. Don't worry about that. Just be clear and make sure the direction is right, and before you board the train or you go to the other side, that will be a bit problematic. So this is how is it like inside the cabin. It's crowded, but it's not the worst. The worst can be very bad during rush hours. So clear routing. Later, current station is the lights blinking on it, and the next station is Zhujiang New Town, for example, and so on. So people are wearing masks, and remember to wear your mask for hygiene's sake and for the summer smell. Okay, I got off the train and I'm going back up to the ground. So an exchange station here, line 5 and line 3. And there's a elevator here as well for the disabled or for those who need it. Again, checking out the station, you can see that mobile phones are the most commonly used method. Exits are clearly indicated. Again, a classifying trash bin. Going up the clean stairs, and there is a commercial billboard reminding people not to waste food. Here I am back on the ground, and the nice weather in Guangzhou today. Sunny, about 27, 28 degrees I think in Celsius. A little bit of a cloud, but okay, it's not going to rain anyway. And welcome to this beautiful place in Guangzhou. So let's go to the other corner, and a nice little and cute minibus. And cars in Guangzhou, when you see green on the car plate, that means they are electric cars. And otherwise, the normal cars carry the blue number plate. Okay, I think that's pretty much how taking bus or subway like in Guangzhou. And apart from bus and subway, of course, you can choose like what I just mentioned, the shared bike. And of course, another very common way of commuting within the city is, of course, to take a taxi. So let's check it out. Okay, usually you can actually go to a taxi apps, taxi hailing apps, and you check it out. You can actually call a taxi inside the apps. So here, for example, I've got an example journey of about 12 kilometers. So the prices depends on what sort of taxi you want to take. So there are different categories. For example, and a normal express costs 38 yuan, and a premier is like a Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, or Volkswagen Passat kind of cars, a D segment car, will cost you 58 yuan 60 cents. So you can even go up to even more premium choices like a BMW or Mercedes E-Class and stuff like this. Up to you. You just pay more for that. So this is inside the cabin of a premier option. I think this is a Toyota Camry. So it's got drinking water free of charge, and you have got some paper wipes there as well if you want. It's a comfortable cabin. So the driver is in suit and necktie, pretty professional. And the car is clean. And you can always give feedback on the apps as well. So usually the feedback system will encourage the driver and the company to perform better, to make sure that the service is good. So there's a point system, I think, for the driver and for the passengers as well. If you're a good passenger, for example, you get points and you get reward and so on and so forth. So this is the Zhujiang, the Pearl River of Guangzhou. Okay, here I am. So I got off the taxi. This is a Toyota Camry, a very comfortable ride. Alright, I think I spoke about bus, subway, bike, and even taxi. I think walking is another good option for when the weather is nice, when the journey is not too long. For example, 3-4 kilometers. I think walking is a nice one, and as I said, pedestrian walkway is very spacious, it's safe, it's clean in most part of China. I mean, at least in where I've seen. So when the weather is good, I think it's good to walk. I think walking has to be the best way to explore the city in more detail. If you want to know more, I think walking is the best way. So you can hear, even just now I heard birds chirping, falling leaves. It's quite nice, isn't it? But just be careful of those electric delivery men, small little motorcycle and all that, because they come very fast and they come very quiet. Just be careful of them, and they come from all the directions. So just watch all the directions before you basically cross or you move. Okay, I think that was pretty much I want to share in this video. Hopefully that again gave you at least a basic idea about public transportation in Guangzhou, whether it is bus, subway, bike sharing, taxi, or even walking. It's a nice evening actually. I'm walking towards the river bank. Okay, I think that's it for this time, and until we talk again, goodbye and enjoy your life.